Hi everyone! I'm going to talk about when I was a kid. And in grade 2, I went through this whole klepto thing where I just had to steal things from my grade 2 teacher because she just pissed me off. And it wasn't like I'd steal her purse or her cigarettes or her shoes or her coat or whatever. I'd steal pencils. And then eventually she caught me and she started crying. She was just like, "I thought you liked me." And I was like, "No, I didn't." My mom had caught on what was going on, so she kept a close eye on me to make sure I wasn't stealing things from my grade 2 teacher anymore. I saw this really cool book. I didn't know who it belonged to. It was just sitting there and I'm like, it's mine, I want it. So I kept it under my bed, and every night before I go to sleep, I would just read like a page or whatever and just be like, wow, this is so cool. And it had pictures and all this stuff. My mom had decided to clean my room, and she went under my bed and she pulled out this book. So when I came home from school, she was sitting there and she was just like, "Frankie, what is this?" And I was just like, oh God, it's a book. I know it's a book. Where did you get the book? From school. You didn't take it, you stole it, didn't you? I've had it with you. Tonight you're talking to your father. Every time she'd say that to me, I'd shit my pants. So from 3 o'clock until 5 o'clock when my father would come home, I shit my pants in my room and I was just like, oh my God. And I contemplated everything. Tony, seriously, can I crash at your place? I'm busted. Mary, I seriously need a place to crash. Is your brother out of town? Can I stay in his bed? That night, my father, we all had dinner. My mom didn't mention anything. She just kind of like, she'd be sitting there cutting her steak. And this is me. I can't eat. And my dad would just be kind of like, what's going on with you two? Nothing, Daddy. And my mom would just be like, I'll talk to you later. And he just kind of looked at me like, mm-hmm. Later that night, my dad was watching TV, and he's usually kind of like, you know, leave me alone, I'm watching the Italian news. And I was in my room, because I figured I was safe. At dinner time, nothing was brought up. After dinner, during coffee, nothing was brought up. Now I'm in my room doing my homework, and nothing still has been brought up. Phew! Maybe it's over. Then I hear, "Frankie, will you come downstairs, please?" This is it. I'm gonna die. Oh my God. Oh my God. I am like crapping myself. My mother's standing there, and my father's just on the couch. Like that. And I come downstairs and I'm just like, yes. And I'm looking between them. Like, you know, there's my mother. There's my father. Dominic? Your son was stealing at school today. What did he take? A book. My father, being a typical guy that he is, said, "A porno?" I looked at her, and we both realized that I was in the safe. My mother was like, "No, a Bible." You are so weird. Yes. I stole a Bible in grade 3. It was so pretty. It had a zipper, and when you opened it up, it had like pictures of Jesus and Mary and like, you know, all this cool stuff in it. So I was like, why not take it? It doesn't belong to anyone. That was the end of my relationship with my father. He realized that I am not the typical son that goes out there and gets into real trouble. I shoplift Bibles, and I draw pictures of bunnies and unicorns.